The very first one that we pick to win $25,000.
This is Farza. 3 months ago, he hosted a live stream show where 32 builders from around the world competed to win $100K in prize money. And the voters who decided? Well, they were actually our live stream audience. and he's doing it all over again. Content creators, engineers, musicians, text artists, filmmakers, everybody that's building a cool idea. And because this competition is live, anything can happen.
Oh my god! No!
So if you want to come and vote on the next big ideas, hit the RSVP.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the final lecture of Nights and Weekends Season 4. That was our little advert. Let me turn this light on 1 sec. Got it. Josh has got it. And that was our little advert for Final 32, which is on Sunday. We're still in the midst of picking our Final 32. But how's it going, everybody? Welcome. How are we feeling out of 10, by the way, right now? This is the final one out of 10. How are we feeling? Feeling all right? I'm feeling a solid 9.3 out of today. Feeling solid 9.3. Yeah, I got some new glasses going on there. Check that out. That's not bad. It's like Harry Potter. It's pretty cool. Amazing. Good to see all these high scores today. We got some 5s in the chat. We got some 4s, but I think we're feeling pretty all right. Okay, so it's a sad day because it is the final one, but I think it's going to be a good one. I think this is going to be one of the funner. This is always my favorite lecture to give because it's the thing that I'm actually best at, which is just telling stories, really, in reality. But cool, let's get started here. We got a lot to go through. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to all of you. We made it. It's the final week of Nights and Weekends, and I think you've made it further. I don't think I know that all of you in this chat have made it further than over 1,300,000 people. Like, it's always crazy every season where we start with like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 people in the live stream, and they're all saying, yeah, remember that day, actually, that first time, that first kickoff stream, I said, press 1 if... promise me if you're going to make it to the end. Press 1 if you promise me. And then like a bunch of people pressed 1. It's funny. Most people broke their promises, but you should be proud of yourself at the very least, you know? I know some of you may not feel like you've done a lot. Some of you may feel like you've done, and some of you may feel like you made a lot of progress, but regardless of where you are, I think you just should be proud. But you know what? We're not done yet. Demo day is coming up and I want you all to finish strong. So today's lecture is going to be all about that. So at the end of today's lecture, I'm going to talk all about the demo day format. So at the end, I'm going to save like 20 minutes. Oh, we got Jeffrey in the back. Jeffrey says good luck. At the end of today's lecture, I'm going to talk all about demo day. So I'm going to spend the last 20 minutes just talking about demo day. And I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of people from last week that I saw that I like it a lot when people actually do something new based on things that, you know, we tell them at BuildSpace. So it's like a lot of you didn't post on Reddit yet. Like, you haven't even given it a shot. But here we have Sherry. She gave Reddit a shot, got like 3,000 views in her post. Here we got Harsh, gave Reddit a shot. I think he got almost 1,000 upvotes now on I think Indian developers it was. But yeah, insane how much you can get from just trying new things, you know? I'm not sure how many of you have tried new things last week, but at the end of the day, BuildSpace is all about trying new things. And so shout out to these people who tried new things. And also shout out to, I'm going to say his name wrong, but Prithvi. Shout out to Prithvi. Yeah, I think I shouted him out in the newsletter last week, and he kind of blew up now. He's getting a ton of download on his apps and on his app, and he's just very thankful. So shout out to you all who are supporting your fellow Nights and Weekends people, and actually spending time to find them and spending time to support them. Seriously, like I'm very happy that the people who make it to the end of Nights and Weekends are always very supportive to each other. You know, most of you all aren't assholes. 99% of you. So yeah, just shout out. Like, just know that a comment on a person's post means a lot. A quick like, a quick download, like all these things mean a lot. So shout out to you all who are doing that, and spending some time to just help other people out and not just make it all about you. So I want to run you all through a little scenario. Okay. Let's say that you're at a chill meetup with a bunch of other people from BuildSpace, right? You're just hanging out. You're having a good time. It's like a little BuildSpace event, right, in your area. And you meet someone. You meet this guy. You happen to sit down on a table and, you know, you had some snacks. You decided to chill out. And this is the guy that you're sitting in front of. And, you know, he's sitting there and he's eating like, what is that? An apple and some mango. And he's not smiling too much. He's kind of looking at you really, you know, really directly. And he asks you, so what are you working on? You start a pitch. You start talking about what you're working on. You start saying like, hey, so, you know, my name is Farza, and basically, I think there's a big problem with the education system. The education system is broken. And what we are doing is but eventually he's not happy. He's just looking straight at you, and he's just not happy. And he just walks away. And he just walks away looking at you like this. Let's come up with another scenario. Let's say that you're at a co-working space and you meet Stavan. Stavan, the guy, our designer, he's the brains behind Build Space in many ways. And you meet this guy. And you're sitting there at the co-working space and you guys are just hanging out. And Stavan asks, hey, he asks you to show him your music, right? He's like, hey, so you're a musician, huh? That's cool. So can you show me your music? And... Sorry, I messed this up. Rather, he asks you, what's your story? So let's just say you're a musician, you meet Stavan, and Stavan asks you, oh, that's cool, you make music, what's your story? Right? And you start like this, you know, hi, my name is Farzan. I was born in Lahore, Pakistan in 1995 to Mazhar and Aisha. You know, my grandfather was an insurance salesman. So my father took after that for a little, and you just go in this whole spiel about your life story, right? And, you know, suddenly Stavan says, actually, I gotta leave. I gotta go to this appointment. I'm busy with something. Oh, there's Stavan. Say what up. He's just coming into work right now. And, you know, he's leaving just like that. He just walks away, right? And let's say maybe you get really lucky. You get super lucky. You get extremely lucky, and then you run into Alec at a party, right? And you see him there. Alec's having a good time. He's hanging out. He's smiling. He's being Alec, you know? And you tell him you're working on an app, right? Alec is extremely interested. He's like, oh, you're working on an app? That's pretty cool. As the music blasts and blares in the background, you can barely hear Alec's voice as he says, hey, can you show me, can you give me a demo? You know, as this loud party is happening in the background. And, you know, he asks you for a demo. You scramble. The latest build of your app isn't working. You don't got a video to show Alec. You got nothing. All of a sudden, Alec walks away and says, maybe next time. I'm going through all these scenarios with you because these are all scenarios that you all will likely encounter on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis, some basis, right? We're surrounded by opportunities for people to learn more about our work. And these can lead to really interesting places. Maybe Stavan can connect you to a producer. Maybe Alec wants to invest $10,000 on your app. Maybe Jeffrey wants to actually really use what you're working on or really be a part of what you're working on. The problem is it all starts with telling a solid story. So, you know, it doesn't matter who you run into, whether it be this guy or this guy or this guy. I want you all to be ready when someone asks you what you're doing or asks you questions about what you're up to, you know? It's a very specific skill. And sorry, one sec. It's all, again, it all comes back to telling a solid story, right? And with that as like our pretext, let's talk about the perfect demo, okay? A demo is very simple. Like, what is a demo? A demo is something you show others to get them to care about what you are doing, right? In reality, the demo is by far the strongest tool in your arsenal when you're trying to get other people interested or to care or to give you feedback or to just to get other people involved in what you are doing. And a lot of you so far have not properly utilized the demo, and that's fine because we're talking about it now. So why is the demo so strong? Well, in reality, let me tell you guys what reality looks like, right? In reality, the whole world mostly just talks. The whole world talks all day about what a great artist they are or their next big thing or whatever, right? But very few people can actually show what they're up to. And that's like, you need to remember that. I think it's something that we forget because you all are here at Build Space and you feel like everybody is showing their work, right? But no, in reality, very few people in the world actually show what they're up to. And you need to understand that you are kind of special in that, right? Like, you're already showing people what you're doing. And the demo is simply a really effective way to show people what you are doing so you can get them interested in your work. Right? That's it. The demo is just a really effective way to get people into what you're doing. So if you meet Steven at a party, you meet Jeffrey, you meet Alex somewhere, you can be ready when someone asks you, what are you up to? What's your story? How does it work? You know, because I think right now a lot of you may not be ready. So for example, a demo can lead to a sale or subscription. I remember, do any of you guys know ThirdWeb? Press 1 if you know ThirdWeb. ThirdWeb is like this developer SDK. I was in the same office as ThirdWeb. BuildSpace ThirdWeb were very close. So the founder, Furkan, was behind me all day doing demos. Every single day he was demoing this super shitty looking app where it was like a white page and a little button that said connect to wallet. And that was his demo. He was demoing this developer tool that helped Web3 developers, right? But that's all it was. He demoed that over and over again, like 10 times a day to like 10 different people. And today, ThirdWeb is a very big company, which is kind of cool. But all to say, that's where he started. Like, the right demo can lead to your first sale or subscription. The right demo can lead to you getting your first couple subscribers, getting your next 1,000 listeners, whatever. The right demo can lead to someone actually using your app. You know? Whoa, buddy, don't call it shitty. He's doing his best. I don't know. I think he purposely made it kind of bad. It's kind of helpful sometimes to make your demo really simple in the beginning and not spend too much time on it. But anyways, I want to say a lot of people end up messing the demo up. They end up talking too much about how the thing works, boring the person, or they end up talking too little and confusing the person. Like, I want to make it really clear. As someone working on their own idea, you're going to have the opportunity to talk about what you're doing a lot. Maybe you meet an investor. Maybe you meet an interested person who wants to listen to your music. Maybe you meet some really cool editor that really likes your videos and wants to join in on your project, right? In reality, you're going to need to get good at talking about what you're doing. But again, most people really suck at it, and they're just really bad at it. I think my biggest piece of advice I can give you is please don't treat your demo like Shark Tank. You know, I'm sure some of you have seen Shark Tank. I saw the Indian version of Shark Tank too. That was crazy. But please do not treat this like Shark Tank, where you're like, hello, sharks. I'm working on BuildSpace. So BuildSpace is a, you know, don't do it like that. Stop watching TV for the entrepreneur shows. They're all just fake, and they're all just there to like entertain you, right? Yeah, that's just like, don't do this like Shark Tank. You're a normal person. The perfect demo is simply a story that leads to excitement. That's it. And you all talk to people all the time. You're actually always telling stories without knowing it. So just be more like yourself. Stop trying to be like somebody else that you're not. And remember, this excitement will lead people to actually care about your work. So for the sake of conversation today, let's imagine that your demo is a super simple 90-second video, right? It's a super simple 90-second video where you're telling other people, where the whole goal of it is to tell your story, right? It's a video that when someone sees it, they instantly understand your story plus what you're building. Cool? That's what we're working with, all right? So as we talk about today, like, just imagine the demo, because a demo can be many things, right? A demo can be an IRL demo. A demo can be like a Zoom call. A demo can be a live demo in front of a stage. But for now, I want you all to think about the demo as a simple 90-second video in which you're talking and showing what you're doing. And I think some of you may be thinking something like this. I have a feeling, which is, Farza, I don't have a story. I don't have a story to tell, you know? And to that, I'll say that's a complete lie. You're here at BuildSpace 6 weeks later Who are you? Who are you? Seriously, where did you start? Where are you 6 weeks later? Did anything change? At the end of the day, you likely do have a story. Sure, you don't have a story that's like Mark Zuckerberg in the social network, but like you still have a story to tell. And it's the story of you, how you went from nothing to something, right? And some of you may say, Farza, I don't have much to demo. You know, it looks kind of shitty. I don't really have much to show, to be honest with you. And to that, I'll also say you're probably just tripping yourself up. Even if you just have like a shitty landing page or like a web app that like breaks, or like the first 10 seconds of your song or the first 20 seconds of your next video, like that's actually enough, to be honest. So you do have something to show, I promise. I think this is one I get a lot, which is Farza. I think I just suck at speaking. Press one if this is you. If you just think that, you know, you just suck at speaking, and that's kind of what like is tripping you up. Words are hard. I agree. I actually sympathize a lot with this one. Farza, I suck at speaking, but I want to recontextualize this for you. You don't suck at speaking. You might just suck at thinking before about what you want to say. And then, of course, it's really hard to just think about what you want to say on the fly. But if you put some effort into what you do before, I think it'll help you a lot. So we're gonna talk a lot today about how to like prepare, like and how to actually write down what you're gonna say before you say it. You know. And of course, I get this a lot too, which as far as 90 seconds is not enough for my demo. I'll be honest with you. I think 90 seconds is actually too much. So. Personally. And you know, I've seen sorry, one sec. Sorry. And you know, I've seen thousands of demos from BuildSpace myself over the last couple of months, or last couple of years even, and I've also done hundreds myself. And I just want to save you all some time, and I want to give you the 4 pieces to like the perfect demo, you know, based off everything I've seen. I don't suck at, I'm good at speaking, but only in my native language. That's totally fine. Like, if you're better in your native language, speak in your native language and put subtitles. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. 90 seconds is pretty long if you want to keep up modern people's attentions and watch. Forget all that. Please, you're not trying to keep people's attention, per se. The whole point of this exercise is not to make something that goes viral. It's to help you practice this muscle of talking about what you are doing. Please do not start thinking about how this is going to retain people's attention. Like, once you start going down that route, you're fooling yourself. Instead, right now, just make it where, can I even tell my story in 90 seconds in a way that I like? Like, that's really your first goal, right? So there's 4 pieces to a demo. There's 4 pieces to, I'd say, any, I guess, classic pitch, right? For example, again, think back to Jeffrey, Alec, and Steven. You meet them at a party, at a co-working space, whatever. Like, and they ask you about what you're doing. What do you do now, right? So I think there's 4 pieces to a demo. What is it? How it works? The journey? And what's next / the CTA. That is it. I'm going to go through each one right now, but in reality, this is the 4 pieces to a great 90-second demo video. And let's kind of go through them one by one, right? What is it? This is like 10 seconds. What is it? The simple one-liner and a very short explanation of what you are doing. Again, this shouldn't last longer than 10 seconds. It is just the one-liner. It's like your idea slide, right? It's just what it is. So you always start the video with what it is, right? How it works. This is where you're probably going to spend 50% of your video. Don't just talk about how things work, right? After you say what you're working on, just jump right into showing it. Like, show us your song, show us your video, show us you going through your app, show us like you work, show us like one of the flows through your product, you know? Again, this is where you'll likely spend 50% of like your 90-second demo. And you should, because this is what the people are most interested in. They're interested in how the fuck does this work? And what is this even, right? But after how it works, you have to tell people a little bit about the journey. Where were you 6 weeks ago? And where are you now? And like, for example, did you go from 0 subscribers to 10 subscribers? Did you go from not having a prototype to having a prototype? honestly, people want to hear about that. People want to understand your story better, right? And the journey is really where you can spend like 20 to 30 seconds to talk about where you started and where you are now, right? And again, I write here that numbers really do help a lot if you do have numbers. So it's like it's very easy to kind of be like, oh, I started at 0 users and now I have 100 users, right? But let's say you don't have any of that, or you're like, that's not really a good way to describe what you're doing. That's fine. Like, you can talk about progress. Like, 6 weeks ago, I didn't have a YouTube channel and any videos. And 6 weeks later, I have a YouTube channel and videos. That's great. Like, you want to show that progression, right? And finally, there's the what's next. This is like the final part of the video, the final part of the demo. Is what do you want me to do next? Do you want me to use your app? Are you going to keep building this after nights and weekends? Like, what's happening after this, right? And you always want to end the video. I think a lot of people end their demos with no CTA. So you need to end the video with some sort of CTA or some sort of like message about like where you're going next, right? And that's really it, to be honest with you. That's really it. Any questions there, anybody? Like, anything tripping you up? Like, I'm going to show you some examples as well, but in reality, this is actually it. It works for every single domain, from software to content to hardware. It doesn't matter. But that's really it. Maybe screenshot this. Of course, you're going to get the recording, but maybe give this a screenshot. Again, one more time to go through it. I recommend spending 10 seconds on this, maybe like 45 seconds on number 2, like maybe 30 seconds on number 3, and then the remaining time on this. That's it. Super, super simple. And again, I want you all to think about this as a 90-second recorded demo. Again, there's many types of demos once again, but I want you all to think about this as a 90-second recorded demo. So just put yourself in that box for now, because it makes it a little bit easier. But let's go and look at let's go and look at an example here. Let's go and look at an example here. So the first one we're going to do is with Jeffrey. Jeffrey is working on the nights and weekends on his nights and weekends projects called Infinite Lists. So let's go to Jeffrey real quick. Also, check this out. Now I can watch the video while also being here. Technology, I know. Okay, so let's watch this.
Hey, what's up? This is Jeffrey Endo. So I'm building something called Infinite Lists. This is where I make content about interesting lists of things. For example, here's a list of 10 must-watch anime sci-fis coupled with a cool video. So initially I started this as a Twitter account and mainly tweeting tech content related lists like this one on programming. But I don't think that's too interesting. So I started focusing more on movies and animes and put together video content like the ones you saw earlier. I also realized that this is something that could do well on TikTok. So I quickly reformatted my content and started posting there. And as you can see here, honestly, there are ups and downs, but at least one video is getting good engagement and a lot of comments like you see here. So I think that there's something to this project. So yeah, I'm going to continue to work on Infinite Lists. I know it may seem like a silly project, but I actually think that there's a lot of artistic potential in it. I just need to explore it. I also made my first 50 followers stickers so that maybe they can become diehard fans. And if you're interested, go ahead and DM me or give Infinite Lists a follow.
Okay, so this is the example of a near perfect 90-second demo, right? Jeffrey starts out with just telling us what the fuck he's doing. First of all, look at the shot. Like, the video actually matters, right? He starts out with a very clear opening shot of just him and his face and him talking. All of your demos, the first 10 seconds should start like this, where you just have solid lighting, a basic background, and you're just talking in front of a camera, right? But then Jeffrey immediately, within 10 seconds, hops into a demo, right? He hops into how it works. He's going through all, like, everything. He's like, literally how his idea works. He's working on a Twitter account, right? So he goes through how it works, shows you examples, etc., right? But what's really important is, like, Jeffrey also shows his journey, right? He shows not only his journey, but his progression. Like, he shows, like, hey, I started a Twitter account, but then I started doing TikTok because that was a lot more fun. And look at that. Now my TikToks are doing a lot better. What's very important is here he shows you numbers. He's like, look, I have like hundreds of likes on my videos. Like, that's progress. And at the end, he talks all about what's next for him. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to keep working on Infinite List. And I'm gonna keep on going for this, right? And you should totally follow my account. Again, this is a perfect demo, and it's not even 90 seconds. It's like 66 seconds. All right. So that's like a pretty good example of a demo that you all can kind of chase. But I'm going to show you some more examples here as well. But that's Jeffrey's demo. Again, you don't have to be an editing master. You don't have to have like Adobe Premiere Pro and be Christopher Nolan. You literally just need to have like a very basic script about what you're talking about and follow a very simple structure. It's yeah, I like the word efficient. It's a very, very efficient video. And also, look, like you don't need like an HD camera or anything, right? You just need something that just works. Let's look at another example here. This one's going to be Ilya. So I loved Ilya's demo video from last season. This is from season 3, by the way. So let me go ahead and show you this now. Let's watch it. Again, look at how the video starts, right? It starts with a full wide shot of the person. All of you need to think about this, right? Your videos, all of your demo videos, 90 seconds long, the first 10 seconds should always be like this, where it's just you, solid lighting in a place that isn't dark as fuck in your basement, and it's just you saying hi, right? So let's watch this.
Hey, what's up? My name's Elia. If you don't know me, I'm a singer-songwriter and I'm working on my very first album. My first song is called Puzzle and is a very, very, very emotional song that I wrote for my mother. It's about her dementia and I wrote it because it's been really, really hard on my mental health and I never really found any song that I could relate to in order to feel better. So I decided to write one so that every single person that's in the same situation as me and my mom could relate to it and feel better. Here's the bridge and the first part of the chorus. I hope you'll like it.
And I see the pain that you're going through as memories slip away from you, but know that you're not alone. I'll give everything to solve your puzzle.
Okay, pretty good. Pretty good.
Everything to put together what you've lost. I'll spend all of my time.
I also want to tell you about my progress. At first, my goal was to release an entire album before the end of season 3. I quickly realized this was impossible though, so I changed my goal and I got to work. I tweeted a whole lot. And it worked. My stats went up. I got more than 200 new followers on Twitter, so I decided to create a Discord server. And so many of you ended up showing up. You gave me so much feedback. Finally, I created a Spotify account. I started with 0 followers, and now I've got more than 100. Oh, and I also forgot the most important thing of all. My song Puzzle is coming out in June, so stay tuned.
There we go. Like, that was beautiful, right? And Ilya's not over here with 1 billion listeners or 1 billion followers, right? She made a song, she put it out, she got 100 followers on Spotify and 200 followers on Twitter. Like, in reality, you can argue that Ilya didn't make a lot of progress, but you can also argue that she made a fuck ton of progress, right? She started from nothing all the way to this, right? And nowhere is Ilya, once again, an editing god. Like, all she did was, if we just go through it one more time and we kind of like study this, right? She starts out with a great opening, right? Just like, hey, my name's Ilya. This is what I'm working on. She spends a little bit longer about what she's working on. She spends almost 30 seconds, I think. She spends almost 30 seconds talking about what she's working on. So maybe that could have been shorter, but it doesn't matter because her how it works is so good because it's just her showing her work, right? So she shows her work for 30 seconds and then hops into her progress and her journey, right? And honestly, think about it. If all Ilya did was just show you this and then peace out, it's not as strong as a demo, right? But by knowing about her journey and knowing about where she started and knowing about her numbers and her where she ended up, you as the viewer, you're so much more bought into the story, right? And then of course she ends with, my next song is coming out, you should listen to it. Like it's perfect, right? It's like near perfect. And but once again, it follows. It's not rocket science. It just follows these 4 things. Like it just literally follows these 4 things. That's it. So I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna show you some more here. We got a couple of them lined up. This is another one. This is Michael. Michael was working on. I believe it's it's pretty cool. I'll let him show it, but let's show it. All right, let go.
Hello, I'm Michael, and together with my co-founder Jensen, we are building Loot God, a tool to enable anyone to build an entire e-commerce store in minutes for free. Let's check it out.
So here's Loot God. You can browse all of this existing loot and quickly choose your favorites that you want to add to your store. In the Create section, you can use the AI tools to create brand new art using nothing but text. You can also browse a large existing library of art that can be used to create all of your loot. Let's say we want to create something with a hacker cat. We can search for that, find something that's our favorite, and then decide what type of merchandise we want to create. Let's put this on an iPhone 14 case. That looks good. Let's add it to our store. We can go look at our store and see what it looks like. And here's our store. As you can see, I already added a hoodie earlier with the same image. And now we have 2 products on here. These products are ready to be purchased by anyone on the internet to earn profit for the user.
Wow, 6 weeks goes by fast. 1,000 users, we only managed to sell $54 of merchandise, a lot less than we were expecting. It's time to switch gears and really zone in on where we can provide the most amount of value.
So what's next?
What's
We've
next?
decided to focus on small local brands. We've onboarded a local pizza parlor and coffee shop and are excited to be deploying in-store marketing to enable their customers to
Hey, yo, that one's kind of sick, right?
purchase their loot. It's going to be exciting.
So that was, again, a really, really good video. And once again, I think you all can agree with me. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's Michael who sold $54 of goods from his app over 6 weeks. Like, again, it's just very clear. It's very efficient. Again, look at it. He starts out with a super clear just shot of him. Again, it's like he's clear. He's not in a dark basement. He has good audio. That's the basics, right? Like, please just have like decent lighting and audio. It's 2023. All of you have a phone that can probably record really well. And, you know, he even shows his co-founder. That's pretty cool. And then he goes right into the demo. I think the demo was a little bit slow in the beginning, but then he shows this part and I instantly understand it, you know? Without him even talking too much, he shows me and I instantly get it. And of course, he talks about his journey. He says, hey, I got 1,000 people to go to my website, but only 54 ended up buying. But hey, that's still pretty cool and I'm happy with it. What's next? Well, I'm going to keep working on this. And I got a pizza parlor now that I'm working with, you know? I got a little pizza parlor I'm working with. So again, it's a very, very efficient and clear demo that follows the 4 steps that I laid out for you guys already, right? Okay, so this one is one that I really liked from last season. I wasn't going to show this one, but I want to show it to you all because this is an example of one where it's like, if you want to go like hard on the editing, it's your choice, right? You can spend as much time on editing as you want and have a lot of fun with it. And this is Haiji, and she had a lot of fun with her demo. So let me show it to you. Again, these are all from last season, by the way, season 3.
Hi, my name is Haiji. I'm a skill learning content creator and I'm working on a movement learning tool that helps dancers sync their movements accurately and learn new choreography 2 times faster. Here's how it works. You upload any video into the desktop app. With your webcam acting as a camera, you can see your movements side by side next to the reference video or overlaid on top of it. From a separate phone app, you can remotely control your video and also record yourself, all without having to go back and forth from a computer or a camera. On day 1, I had built this tool for myself, so I already had a prototype. I proceeded to do user testing with 20 plus people. I was getting kind of confused because everybody seemed to generally like the product. Every different domain wanted the product for different things. But I decided to stick with
Wait, what did that say?
seemed to generally like the product. Every different domain wanted the
What the okay, cool.
product for different things. But I decided to stick with the dancers niche. At this point, I had users, but none of them were paying. I had 0 paying users. My biggest blocker was that the prototype was kind of janky, but more importantly, nobody had an Android. I hired a developer to make these updates and also the iOS build. Also, at this point, I had 1 paying user. That's my mom. I did a lot more things. I was hustling. I was learning a lot. It was fun, but lo and behold, Apple Store was kicking my... It took over 2 weeks for the store to approve the app. Finally, when it did, look at the date. That's today. I had a few hours left in market, so I reached out to my dance group and asked them if they would pay to use it. This is one of my first legit sales. I reached my goal of getting 10 paying users in the last hour. This is just a start. If I was able to get 10 users in just a few hours, what could I do in a few days? We'll see. Thanks for watching.
Cool. And look at that. That is exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now, again, this is an example of someone that went hard on the editing and in the storytelling. And it's your choice how much you want to spend on this. For example, Jeffries is very straightforward, right? It's still a very straightforward, very simple script and story. And then Hygie's is like above and beyond, right? But what's so cool about Hygie's is, again, it at the end of the day, Jeffries and Hygie's follows the same exact structure, right? What the fuck is on my sidebar? What is this? Yo, Josh, are you watching Baby Boss on the Billspace account? What the fuck? Who's watching this much Baby Boss? All right. Anyways, let me just cut that out. Josh, we're gonna have a talk after this about you were watching Baby Boss on the Billspace account. But yeah, what's cool about this is Jeffrey has the same exact structure as Hygie. It's just different, right? Hygie spends more time on the editing and the storytelling, but again, it's very simple. It's the same structure, right? That's all I'm trying to get across for you all. I think I have one more. Okay, I have one more example here. This is an example of a hardware project where his demo had almost no editing, but I really liked it. And it's a hardware project, so a lot of hardware projects say it's very hard for them to show a demo, and I always say that that's BS. So let me show you what this guy did.
I also started.
Oh, I was already watching some of it. Cool, let's watch. 1 minute and 29 seconds. Let's go.
Hey, Buildspace. My name is. Oh wait, let me fix that.
Wait, is it playing? Okay, 1 second. Oh yeah, he starts out with a very interesting beginning.
Hey, Buildspace. My name is. Oh wait, let me fix that. My name is Conrad, and I am building a new wireless lighting system. My system makes it incredibly easy to customize your own wireless lighting setup, and it's all done without Wi-Fi or any phone pairing necessary. I believe light has an incredible ability to influence our mood and totally change the feeling of a space. And now for the demo. All you have to do is plug it in, hit a button, and the lights will activate totally wirelessly. Super easy, just like Sonos, except for light. In the first week of S3, I built some PCB prototypes that all work incredibly well. And then we used those prototypes and we pitched to a couple different clubs on my college campus.
Epic.
And we started gathering users by collecting wait lists for the system. And in the last couple weeks of S3, we started setting up our lights in various homes of people that I knew to really show what the light system was capable of. I also started a TikTok page that now has over about 2,000 views.
My man.
So that's pretty cool. A big challenge I thought we would have in S3 is convincing people that light has an incredible effect on the feeling and the mood of a space. And because of that, a lot of the time was spent on crafting my pitch to explain the transformative power of light. And after S3, we're just going to keep developing more remotes, making our system more robust and easier to interface with. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Okay, so an example with literally no editing. He's talking at a camera in a dark room with his light. He just shows you his light. Like, that's really what I want to, just such a good shot. You know what I mean? Like, I guess all to say, everyone, is you don't need to be an editing god. You don't need to have made insane progress. Like in this case, Deluxe Lighting, I think they sold 2 of their lights and they had like a couple people on their wait list. That's it. That was their progress. But why does it feel like they made so much more progress than just that? Why does it feel like that? It's because of how he told his story, right? At the end of the day, progress can mean many things. Progress can mean you trying something new. Progress can be you blowing up. Progress can be you just working and making progress on the thing that you're building, right? There's many ways to show progress in the world, and most people bucket themselves in one type of progress, which is numerical progress. But it's very hard to attain numerical progress. So instead, why would you try to compare yourself with numbers? Just show what you're doing and show your journey. And that journey is the progress, right? In this case, him showing us, look at the shitty prototype he started with, where he just literally shows me his PCBs, right here. Wherever it was, I lost it. But, you know, he's showing you his PCBs, and then he's showing you, like, this was a beautiful picture. Oh, here it is. Here's the PCBs. He's like, look, this is how I started. And then, look, I started selling it at my college campus. Like, it's the story that matters, right? And that's really what I want to get across to you all. Yeah, you simply need to tell the story. And once again, the 4 pieces. It's not rocket science. All you got to do is you got to spend maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes just thinking about these 4 questions and a really, really basic script. And, you know, I don't really like scripts, to be honest, but if you need a script, you can write a script. So generally what I do is I like to write down like the big ideas and then I'll just like improv it. But I know a lot of people need to practice and things. So again, you need to practice too. Like for a lot of these people, they practiced their videos like 10 times before they got their final one. You know, I'm betting. Actually, I want to ask Ilya real quick. Oh, she seems busy. She seems like she's in the zone. Oh, never mind. She heard me. I mean, let me just ask her how many times she spent on her video or how many attempts it took. I just have a question.
Okay.
How many attempts did your video take?
I don't remember, but a few probably. Probably
Like how many?
probably like 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
4 or 5.
So was it pretty quick?
Yeah, pretty quick.
How did you prepare for that video? Like, did you just improv it or how did it work?
I actually improved, and it got better over time. I'm not on camera, but
Amazing. Any advice that you have for people who are making their next video?
probably just talk about your project. Like follow Farza's advice.
I did not tell her to say that. Thank you, Ilya. Anyways, yeah. Just kind of funny. That's funny. Okay, cool. So that's that. That's your 90-second video. And now, why the fuck am I telling you about all this? It's very straightforward. I want to talk now about demo day and how this all relates back to demo day. Because once again, everyone, the clock is ticking, man. The clock is ticking. We got 4.9 days until demo day. When this hits 420, by the way, can someone screenshot it and send it to me? Thank you. But you know, we have very little time till demo day, and I want to tell you about what it is. There are 2 pieces to demo day, okay? And I've been very mysterious about demo day on purpose because I don't want you all to worry about it. But now I'm telling you what demo day is, okay? So let's listen up. Ready? There's 2 parts of demo day. There's the live demo and there's the demo day video. The live demo is the first thing I want to cover, right? The live demo is very simple. It's where everyone who graduates, or rather demos in S4, gets in a room with 9 other people from S4. And in that room, each person goes around, shares their screen, and does a live demo. And we do that for 2 hours until you can probably demo in 2 hours to like 10 to 20 to 30 people, right? And we just rotate groups. So that's actually the live demo day. We'll likely have nearly 1,000 people concurrently doing demos. It'll be insane. And we did this last season. It was a lot of fun. And it was many new friends were made. And for a lot of you, this will be the first time that you actually do a live demo in front of people. Again, it's practiced. Consider it practice for yourself, right? So again, we decided to make the rooms pretty small, 9 people. But what's cool about this is that like 9 people is a lot of, that's 8 people you don't know. Let's see if they give a fuck about what you're doing and what you're up to, right? It's going to be on September 16th, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And again, if you haven't RSVP'd, it is right up there, which is demo day. But I recommend that you keep those 2 hours pretty open. I don't think it's going to take the whole 2 hours. It might. Some people love to stay for like 8 hours, but the main event will be 2 hours. So please make sure that you got a camera on. Please do not come to demo day without your camera on. Don't be in Discord with like no camera on. Please, I beg of you, unless it's like you're really, really like stupidly shy or something. But everyone is going to be there with camera on, and we want to see you. The people want to see you, right? You made it to the end. Like, who are you? We want to see you demo. And please also make sure that you have a quiet place. Please, for the love of God, don't be at like this busy cafe. And like it's just loud as fuck in the background. Lastly, please make sure you test out your demo on Discord. You could test this out anywhere on Discord where you join a call and you share your screen on Discord. A lot of people, they come to demo day and then their screen sharing doesn't work. Please, or their sound sharing doesn't work. Please just figure all that out before and make sure you get it tested. And that's it. That is the live demo day. That's the live part of demo day, right? It's It's always a lot of fun, and people always end up making a lot of there's some lifelong friends that have been made in demo day, like in previous years. So pretty cool. Yes. So how it works is everybody goes around and gives a 90-second demo, but it's a live demo, right? It's a 90-second live demo where you share your screen or you show us what you're doing, right? You show the group what you're doing, and it lasts 2 hours. Yep. Demo days on Discord. So you're going to see on Discord how it works. It's like really cool. We have like hundreds of these rooms that we create. But again, no need to worry too much about it. All you got to know is it's happening on Discord at this time. And please have your camera ready, have a mic ready, or just decent audio. And please be somewhere quiet. That's all we ask. Cool. Let's talk about the demo day video, which is all what we talked about all of today's lecture, right? You all will make a demo day video just like the ones that I showed you today. All the videos I showed you today, right? From Ilya to Haiji to everyone, right? All of these videos were their demo day videos. Okay? And now you all will also make a 90-second demo day video. And I want to say here, it's fine if you didn't go viral or you didn't make much progress, right? We care more about your journey versus the end result. So please just focus more on the journey. A lot of people don't do demo day because they think they didn't make enough progress, but you're kidding yourself, right? Like you did make progress. So you all are gonna record that 90-second video, and we're gonna have very clear details on how to record it and where to put it. But once we get your video, first we're gonna do a couple things with your video. It's gonna be fun. Ready? First, we're going to take your video and we're going to put it on this really big page with all the other demos in S4. And we're going to have some filters this time, some search stuff. It's going to be cool. Second, we're going to give you your own page on our domain with info on your project. It'll look something like this. This was last season, where essentially you have your own link with some info about what you're working on, along with the video itself. And also they can click say hi, and that goes to your email. And they can also have your Discord there. By the way, Jeffrey, if you're watching this, we got to make sure we ask them for this data too, this description and their Discord and all that stuff. Just a thought, bro. I'm doing it live. But anyways, yeah, that's that, right? So you get your own little page as well. Third, we're going to send your demos out to over 175,000 people in our network. And there's all types of people in our network, right? We got founders, we got fans, we got investors, we got potential users, we got helpful mentors. We have new potential collaborators that could be interested in your demo. And the thing is, you never really know who might see your video. Jeffrey says, nah. All right, bro, bet. You never know who might see your video, right? So just know, like, this video, who knows if all 170, I don't want to I want to be real with expectations. Your video is going to get sent out to all these people. If they watch it, it's their choice. But if they do watch it, you never know who might watch your video and what they might do after, you know? And lastly, we're going to do a 24/7 live stream on Twitter with all your videos. So you know how, I don't know if you all know Y Combinator, but Y Combinator does a demo day, and it's just like a live stream for like 4 hours with all the demos. And we're going to do the exact same thing like YC does, but we're going to do it on Twitter and public because the YC one is closed. So it's going to be a public live stream with all your demos. We're going to take all your videos, we're going to put it into one crazy big video, and then we're going to show them live on Twitter. And again, for this to work, all demo day videos must have the same structure, right? You need to start with a wide shot like this. Remember, like I said, remember how every person started off with this wide shot? You all see what I mean? They start out the first 10 seconds with just a good lighting and a video of themselves, just like Jeffrey, right? Just like Michael, just like Ilya. Everybody starts out with like this really solid wide shot, right? And you don't have to be Christopher Nolan, all right? You just put the camera somewhere that isn't like, you know, like, because some of y'all will record your demos and you'll look like this. Like, let me give you an example. Like you'll look like this. I just recorded one. You know what I mean? You literally record your demos like that. You'll just have like, I'm trying to show it. You'll literally just like think that this is okay. Like, it's like you're just showing me your chin. You know what I mean? Like, please, for the love of God, just have like a basic shot where it's just your face and you're just like this, you know? It's not hard. Practice some photography, you know? But again, all the demos must start off like that. And then of course it's up to you, but you can say, hi, Build Space. My name is blah, 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 XYZ, and then get into what you're working on. And then you must follow, the demo must follow the structure that we laid out in this lecture. 90 seconds, and it must cover these things. And we're leaving a lot of creative control up to you all. So like how you want to show these 4 things is completely up to you. But just know that all your videos are going to get put on a big page and a lot of people are going to see them. So I would make it good. And lastly, make sure the audio is good. If your mic is trash, run it through an audio cleaner. It's 2023. We should not be living in a world where your audio quality is garbage. If your audio quality is garbage, it's your own fault. You got like 10 AI tools that clean up your audio now. So please just use one. And everyone who wants to be a part of Demo Day must submit their video. And this video is also the final update. So weekly update number 6 is also, it's just your Demo Day submission. It's your Demo Day video. So there's no need to put too much brain cells into weekly update number 6 because it's literally just the video, right? And this is due kind of early, actually. So please look at this. It's due in about 4 days on Thursday, September 14th at 11:59 p.m. PT. We purposely don't give you all a lot of time to do this because we don't want you all to spend too much time doing it. We just want you all to get it done. Some things are best done on tight deadlines because just ship it. You know what I mean? Just get it done. I could have given you 3 weeks to work on this, but I didn't want to. I wanted to give you 4 days because I don't want you to spend too much of your life on this, you know? Spend 1 to 2 hours and get it done. Lastly, please know the Demo Day video is required for graduation. So you must get it done. By the way, this deadline is a pretty hard deadline. We need all the videos by Thursday night because on Friday we have to spend all day watching your videos, taking your videos, making little pages for your videos, all this shit. So please get your videos in on time. And also I'm going to show you this page where you can scroll through all of last season's demos. So if you go to buildspace.so and you go on the bottom here, you'll see last season. Sorry, it's cutting out a little bit. You'll see last season on the bottom there. So click last season and you'll see a big old page with hundreds of demos from last season, right? So learn from these, right? Look at their thumbnails. You can make your thumbnail, right? Like, what's your thumbnail? What makes you, like, which one do you want to click? Why? Which one's interesting to you? Like, you can watch all of these demos and learn so much from them. I think last season we had over about 400 demos, and I think this season we'll have like over 1,000, but there's a lot of fucking demos. So please, you have all the tools in the world to succeed. You have all the examples in the world that you need to succeed. Please, just for the love of God, you got this. Don't overcomplicate it. You got everything you need, okay? I also want to share one thing here. Oh, sorry, I'm blanking out. What was it? I just remembered it. What was it? Yeah, I remember now. So it's this thing right here. So if you go here to the OS on the bottom, again, it's cutting out a little bit there. I'm not sure why. But on the bottom, you'll see Demo Day update. It's the week 6 update, right? This is the update that you must submit in order to one, graduate and also show up on Demo Day. And here, if you all can do this after the stream, by the way, just go to the update and read all this real quick. It lays out exactly how this works, exactly where to upload your video. You know, we're doing YouTube. It gives you a bunch of examples that we want you to watch. It gives you everything, right? So please go ahead and check that out early, because again, that's it. That's all this update asks for, by the way. This update doesn't ask for anything else. It doesn't ask for like, it just asks you for your numbers, and that's it. There's no socials required for this. We're leaving it kind of up to you for you all to post this demo on socials. But what we did last time was pretty fun. Is nobody posted their demo day video until Saturday morning, and then everybody in Build Space posted their video at the same time Saturday morning on demo day, and we just like took over Twitter. It was pretty fun, but it's up to you if you want to do that. Just fun. All right, everyone, last few things here. The S4 IRL scholarship decisions are pushed to Tuesday, so if you applied for a scholarship for IRL, you'll know tomorrow. If you registered for IRL, press 1 if you got a confirmation. You got a confirmation email from Mary Chris if you registered. If you did not get a confirmation email, 1, please check spam. But 2, if you didn't get a confirmation email, it means that either A, you have not submitted 3 of 6 updates and we will simply reject you at the door, or B, you did not get a confirmation, or you did not submit proper proof of registration. So again, please get this done. If you show up to IRL and you did not do 3 of 6 updates, we will literally just say, go home. There's no mercy, I promise. And if you have questions about IRL, it's marychris@buildspace.so about IRL stuff. So please email her. Final schedule for this week, everyone, just to wrap up. The final lab is tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. PT. This lab is optional. Honestly, I was making it required, but to be honest, it's not. This was the required one. Like, this lecture was required. But tomorrow's demo day prep, all I'm going to be doing is I'm essentially going to be watching a bunch of demos. That's it. I'm going to be watching a lot of demos from last season, and I'm going to spend just an hour watching demos, commenting on them, reacting to them, and telling you what's good about a demo, what's good about a presentation. And it's just optional. It'll just be fun. And the goal is really to give you all some more examples. The final update with the demo day video is due Thursday at 11:59 p.m. PT. Please remember it, Thursday. Okay, that's coming up. It's very soon. So start thinking about your demo day video right after this. Demo day itself is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. for 2 hours. It'll be on Discord. So please get your Discord set up. Please get your screen share set up. Start looking fancy. Get your camera set up. You know, you got to look good for demo day. And then final 32 is on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. PT. And everyone who's in the final 32 will know latest by, I believe it's Friday night. So by Friday night, if you got into top 32, you'll know. So that's it. I know it's a lot, everyone. I know, like, I just gave you like 4 dates and all this shit, and I know you have a life, and I know you have like a husband, wife, family, child, job, school, whatever, but it's the final stretch. I think you can do this, and I know you can do this, actually. You already made it this far, so I know you can do the rest of this. So yeah, let's just end strong, you know? And with that, I have 1 minute to spare. I'm 1 minute early. God damn. I have a whole minute. What do I do with myself? I have a whole minute before I can finish. No, but for real though, everyone, thank you so much for being a part of Build Space. Thank you so much for being a part of season 4. I'll see you at the lab tomorrow, and then I'll see you at demo day after that, and then I'll see you at final 32, and then I'll see you at IRL. So we got a lot left in the season, actually, but the final lecture is always a little bit sad because it's like, oh damn, it's the last like thing that I get to do like directly with you all. So cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much again. And we'll see you at demo day. Goodbye.
I keep forgetting So turn the lights on.